Now, whether it's because of manpower crunch, more government funding or increasing awareness, there are signs that more Singapore companies are hiring people with disabilities. But what about the intellectually disabled? International studies show that intellectual disability affects between 1 and 3% of the population. So for Singapore, with its resident population of 3.8 million, the number could potentially be between 38,000 and 114,000. So what lies ahead after education? What are their chances of getting a job, and what happens to those who can't? Experts say it's crucial that Singapore gives more people with intellectual disabilities a fighting chance to work. Qiuyi finds out more in this week's Spotlight.
It's Sunday and Qiuyi is heading out for lunch with her parents. She was diagnosed with global developmental delay when she was 1. Now 17, she will soon start her final year at a special needs school, and Qiuyi and her parents are looking forward.
Qiuyi, you want to work or not? What do you want to work as?
Money.
Yeah?
Money hotel.
Where? Hotel?
You want to go hotel and work?
Ah. Do what work? Hotel do what work?
What can you do in hotel?
Sleep.
Huh?
Sleep.
No, you can
You
sleep.
cannot sleep in hotel. You must go there and work, okay?
What do you want to
Can you
do?
work?
Yeah.
Can you clean the table?
Yes.
Ah. You done before already?
Yeah.
Clean the table? What else? Make the bed?
Clean me the bed.
Yeah.
The future, however, is uncertain. Her parents are thinking not just about what she will do when she leaves school, but what the longer term will hold.
After we pass on, because she's our only child, she may be in a home, but hopefully the cousin will help her, to take care of her, like visit her at the home to make sure that she's well taken care of, things like that lah.
For now, their focus is on work.
For sure, I would want her to be able to go out and have some kind of employment, whether it's full-time, 9 to 5, 5 days a week, or even part-time, 2 hours a day. I think it's important for her to just go out and do something.
When talking about intellectual disability, there's a tendency to put everyone in the same basket, but there is a whole spectrum of conditions. Experts say 85%, the majority, have mild intellectual disabilities. 10% are in the moderate range, and the remaining 5 to 6% have what's known as severe or profound conditions. But there is no official data for how many intellectually disabled people there are in Singapore, or where they lie on the spectrum. One reason, the experts say, is cost. Unlike physical disabilities, diagnosing intellectual disability is much trickier, requires trained personnel, and just takes more time.
We have to balance, on one hand, how much resources does it take to identify them, and on the other hand, how can we support and provide a good service to those who have already been identified.
So not doing the research is actually a choice of a focus on support?
I wouldn't say that. No, I, as a researcher, I would tell you that it is essential that we need such studies to go on.
It's important to know the difference between mental illness and intellectual disability. As an illness, mental illness can be cured or treated with medication, but intellectual disability is a lifelong condition where people have significant difficulties in learning and communication. Qiuyi has tried work at a sheltered workshop but didn't adapt well there. One option is for her to do housework for her aunt when she leaves school. But there's another possibility in the making. A group of parents, including hers, have come together to do it on their own, to create jobs for their children with special needs.
We are currently in the midst of starting our temperate mushroom farm, very close. We had a 2 months on-the-job trial, and we found that, we underestimate the capability of the people who can do the job.
It's all about engineering the job to fit the individual.
It has to be financially sustainable. but the focus is not on profit maximization, but to actually make meaningful work that is sustainable and the person with intellectual disability enjoy the environment we set up for them.
Dennis Lim, who runs a residential home, also believes in reinventing employment for people with special needs.
Employment gives them a sense of meaning, purpose, and self-worth.
At Bishan Home, there are residents who work behind the scenes.
I'm not saying that all the residents would be suitable for front-line jobs, but there are back-line jobs that they can do and do very well if given the opportunity and some training. And of course, a concern by those who are placed in charge of them.
Singapore's special education or SPED schools have in recent years taken significant steps towards training for employment. According to the Education Ministry, about 1/4 of SPED students leave school with vocational certificates and are able to find jobs in the market. But the school system can only do so much.
Because you can prepare people with intellectual disabilities, but at the same time, you need employers who are willing to take them.
With the number of willing and able employers still low, the future of people with intellectual disabilities may well depend on the success of social enterprises like the Parents Cooperative and their Mushroom Project.
But that's not enough. No. We need to start many more businesses and widen the choice. So we have many ideas, but we feel that we need to start this one and then get the credibility and the buy-in for a lot more parents, and hopefully we'll take off with many more businesses.
Like all parents, what William and Emily want for Srishan is a life that has satisfaction, self-worth, and the ability to choose what she wants to do and who she wants to be with.
We just need a little bit of accommodation, and with that little bit of accommodation, I think that these people will actually be able to contribute to society still.
And they think her best chance of getting there is not at home, but at work.